So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus.
Oh, what has happened here? Bellingham is onto this. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, it's a shot at goal! Goal! Trois! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Trois have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Maldini cuts it out, and it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Cruyff. Ball comes in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. Quality ball. Bellingham. Done delicately. He's in plenty of space here. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Vieira. Now there's a... Can he finish? Milan are behind here despite their domination of possession. And he's quick to get it clear again. Bergomi makes the interception. Platini. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Troyes have the chance to go the other way. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Gullit. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's Neymar! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bellingham. Roberto Baggio. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ambitious ball here. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Now it's Roberto Baggio.
Good play from him.
Baggio stood his ground strongly. Roberto Baggio! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. And here's Platini. Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he thumps it clear. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Big chance! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Platini. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is shoots! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Nicely shaped ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Platini. Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Shapes to shoot! Goal! Trois! And the comeback is complete! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Troyes get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pele, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super find. Can he finish? It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's a pretty loose pass. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Rummenigge gets into a good position. And here's Pedri. And this is Cruyff. That has not gone well. And he's only too happy to take that back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Changement pour 3. Le numéro 5.
So, third corner of the
Le
game.
numéro 13. Ronaldinho. Le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 18.
Brilliantly cut out.
Le numéro 7.
And he's there to
Le
get it
numéro
away.
6. Vieira.
And it's Pedri. And here's Cruyff. And they're quick to press. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Has a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Dembele clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Has a look and place it forward. Cruyff. No, that was never going to make it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
A searching ball out wide. Rummenigge is wide and looking to get onto this. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Closing in on goal. Real tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Out for a throw. Now it's Owen. Dembele.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Aims beyond the defence. Kedri. Threads one in. He's a sharp little ball here.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
No, that's been intercepted. And here's Owen. He's picked his way through. Opts to... And the shot! And it's in! Deep into injury time! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And time is up. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Contribution au programme caritatif